The Ukrainian Armed Forces are currently one of the most combat-ready armies not only in Europe but also in the world. The Ukrainian army is gradually getting rid of outdated standards, testing new practices on the battlefield and successfully mastering Western weapons.
Ukraine as a country and the armed forces of Ukraine have become a member of NATO, de facto but not de jure, because we have weapons and understanding how to use them. I am sure that in the near future we will become de jure members of NATO. Oleksiy Reznikov, Minister of Defense of Ukraine, in an interview with BBC.
The doors of the North Atlantic Alliance are open to Ukraine, but to join NATO, the country must comply with certain standards. This was stated by U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken.
Of course, NATO's door remains open. There's no change in that, but we have to be, in this moment, focused intensely on the weeks and months ahead, particularly as Ukraine prepares for a counteroffensive, again, to try to retake more of its territory, as well as work that needs to be done to continue to bring Ukraine up to NATO standards and NATO interoperability.
For the first time since 2017, the Ukraine-NATO Commission met in Brussels on April 4th at the level of foreign ministers. NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg confirmed that NATO's open-door policy remains unchanged and that Ukraine's future is in the Euro-Atlantic family.
We agreed to start work on developing a strategic multi-year assistance program for Ukraine, a clear demonstration that our support will continue for the long haul, to increase Ukraine's interoperability with NATO and to bring it up to NATO standards. This will assist Ukraine on its path to Euro-Atlantic integration, because Ukraine's future is in the Euro-Atlantic family.
NATO Secretary-General stressed that a strong independent Ukraine is essential to the stability of the Euro-Atlantic region. At the NATO summit in Vilnius this July, Ukraine clearly expects formalized decisions, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said after the Commission meeting.
These should be solutions that bring Ukraine's membership in NATO closer. We are not looking for solutions that only establish the state of relations. Repeating once again that NATO's door remains open will not be enough. We have a frank conversation, we literally said everything that we think. Now the allies must discuss among themselves and finally reach a clear result at the Vilnius summit. My message was that Vilnius 2023 is an opportunity to correct the mistakes of Bucharest in 2008.
The window of opportunity for Ukraine's accession to NATO may open within the next few years, says Oleksiy Izhak, head of the sector of the National Institute of Strategic Studies.
By this time, Ukraine should be ready according to all technical parameters. But no amount of technical readiness can outweigh the political considerations that NATO membership should, in the opinion of all NATO member states, carry enhanced common security. As Secretary-General Werner once said, it can happen that a state that does not meet all the criteria will become a member of NATO, and it may so happen that a state that meets all the criteria will not become a member of NATO because the decision is political.
Now the issue of Ukraine's possible membership in NATO is considered separately, not only in combination with other countries. The expert sees this as a positive thing for Ukraine. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky has already been invited to the NATO summit in Lithuania.
This year's NATO summit in Vilnius deserves to be quite ambitious. The more ambitious the one who protects freedom, the less opportunities for aggression the one who wants evil has. The day will come when security will be guaranteed for our country as well.
Ukraine announced that the country will definitely strive for full membership in NATO. Reported by Roman Smoler, Natalia Husak, UATV News.